Ah, good, perfect. I'll turn my phone on silent.
Hey, and we're live. Hello, evening, folks. This is Brad, Ostron Prime, TCCA, Off the Rails, episode 10. Mikey, say hello, sir.
Hello, sir. And we're in double digits. Yay! It's a milestone, and just at the end of 2016.
Yeah. We thank you for joining us tonight for this rambling session. It will not be as long as the last one, episode 9. We're going to keep it to about 20 minutes, so just getting on and talking some stuff. I just noticed this has been recorded at an earlier time, so some of our references, i.e. the Spider-Man trailer just dropped.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to be talking about
a little bit out of date.
Yeah, geeky stuff.
Yeah. Mikey, Spider-Man,
Yes.
Homecoming.
Homecoming.
We had
Yeah.
a little discussion about this before, how heavily Tony Stark's going to play in it.
Iron Man with a hint of Spider-Man, the movie Homecoming.
Yeah.
No, I really liked this new kid, insert name here, in the Civil War. And it's kind of refreshing to have. He's even younger than he is usually, even though like his character's supposed to be a teenager in the other two movies, but he obviously looks older. Now they've actually got a kid that's playing a kid, which makes sense. And yeah, this one looks a little bit teen drama-y, but I think that's mostly Spider-Man movies nowadays. But an interesting new villain, which I know absolutely nothing about. We saw in the trailer, and what is his name? Vulture. Okay. Yeah, he looks interesting. So, and yeah, I love the new suit. There's a lot of
interesting how he pushes the middle and it sort of retracts and expands on him. It's sort of
it's
not just spandex.
No, because that's the one that Tony Stark. I think they actually was it in the trailer where he just like receives the suitcase that has the suit in it, or am I just imagining that? Because
isn't there something in Civil War where he hands it over to him?
In Civil War, maybe they just spliced that in there. I don't know, but so it's from Tony Stark, so he's got some robotic engineering in this suit. So this would be the first suit that is actually like has some more robotics to it. Well,
that's how they explain the eyes being able to focus or move.
God. Yeah. But yeah, no, that's keeping to the comics, and yeah, he's got the little from the end of Civil War. He's got it comes out of his wrist, a little hologram type. It's like the bat signal, but for Spider-Man. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. I mean, I'm very interested to see how this goes. I think it will be different, and yeah, I think we need a different Spider-Man. Sony was I thought Sony was out of the picture though. But
I think they sold. It's partnership rights or something. It hasn't been.
Okay, I thought Sony was out of this by now, but okay. So it's another Sony one, but it looks. It's also refreshing to not have the Green Goblin on the first. Well, one of the first villains.
I just had to look up IMDb. The Raimi Spider-Man's Part 4. I think it was known at I just forgot his bloody name again.
Raimi?
Yeah, no, they're going to do the
Vulture. Vulture?
Yeah, the Vulture.
As part
John
of
Malkovich. John Malkovich was going to be the Vulture. So just imagine him jumping all over the screen with a set of fake turkey wings on.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we've also come a bit further ahead in like movie magic or whatever. Like you've got I can imagine if they do on Dr. Octopus in this like new Spider-Man Homecoming universe, he'll be much more robotic.
Can he be done better? Oh, I suppose more of a suit.
Could have been done better. Well, yeah, no, I mean I really liked him. I really liked Spider-Man too. But yeah, like the Green Goblin's a perfect example. That one looked very
Power Rangers.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Segue.
Exactly. But yeah, we've got more movie I can't think of the word. Advancements in movie technology, so it looks better than I think it would have looked in the number 4 if there was to be a number 4.
Oh yeah, like you only got to look at so what they done. They had the Venom suit, but a lot of the CG face and
let's
yeah,
not speak about that.
the way they were getting so heavy on CG and 3, you'd not expect Malkovich's face to be just a CG beak or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Because of some deformity.
Sandman wasn't too bad though.
When he first comes out of that sand, I still reckon it looks really good. But
oh yeah, me too. Yeah, definitely.
Some scenes they spent the money on. Other scenes he just looks like a mud monster. It looks bad. There's no rendering whatsoever.
Looks more like Clayface. That I think he's a ripoff, or vice versa. Can't remember. Anyway, yeah, looks interestingo. Dingo ain't my baby. And now it's me.
One other thing that happened this week, we got the first official look. I think it's the first official look of the new Power Rangers Megazord. Michael Bay has once again ruined our childhood. I continue to read. Okay.
I like it's not blocky, but I did not expect it at all to be the like the original is awesome, yeah. But if we're making it more realistic, like they're going for a giant robot. Essentially, like the original series was, there's a guy in a suit. And
exactly.
That's the thing.
And that's the biggest thing they've ever had to overcome in the past is it's all a guy in a suit.
A guy in a suit, yeah. Like all Power Rangers, even Godzilla, the original ones, just guys in suits, basically.
I have to laugh in the comments here. Ryan Adams posts, hey, you're complaining that it doesn't look like this, and he's got a photo of the original one, which isn't the best either. Like that head, I never liked the head on the original Megazord. Yeah,
but it's just like that's just the original, you know. And it's like G1, you know. It's blocky. It's and like I don't. It's got like the Megatron, like the Beast Wars Megatron arm. I guess they're trying to incorporate like more of the so you can see more of the animals in it.
Oh, now there's a callback. I can't recall what arm Megatron's head is on.
Oh, it's on that side.
Is it the right arm? It's on the right arm?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting, he's got fists in the middle of it. Like he's not using the jaws for a hand, which I suppose...
Well, maybe Transformers has the copyright. I highly doubt that. But yeah, and you've got the elephant shield, the elephant head shield. I like it.
Which looks good.
I think that's even part of the toy. If I'm not mistaken,
the original figure, the head come off the Mastodon, and it was the shield. The proportions seem a little bit off. Like that Rex head looks real small.
Oh yeah.
Compared to the cat, but then it's a hand, not a foot. So
yeah, but then again, these are all giant mechs, and you know, to bring it back to Transformers, people seeing Grimlock with a larger head, and they're just like, oh, it doesn't look like G1 because G1 had the small head. But realistically, if they're going after a dinosaur, they have the T-Rexes have a like hilariously huge head. And scale, there's no scale really because the T-Rex head is as big as the cat.
Well, and they're not supposed. It's not supposed to be in scale.
No.
This isn't the G1 Dinobots here, which
no.
don't have
Thank
scale.
God they didn't. Thank God they didn't combine. There are 5 mechs in this, are there not? If I'm not mistaken, or are they?
I'm guessing the pterosaur is either on its back or part of its chest.
Yeah, I was about to say where that was. It's not because they're making it real obvious where the others are. They like which is fine, and this
in
looks
head
like
only. In head only. Like there's no.
Yeah. There's no way this is going to translate to toy at all. I'm sorry.
Nah.
But like, there's the T-Rex has a bulky body. The Mastodon has a huge body. Triceratops, and they're just all different body shapes, and they're not going to come out as how it's so symmetrical. Even though it's obvious different animals and stuff, but how symmetrical it is, that would just never work.
I don't even know if I'm guessing sure there'd have to be a figure probably one of the bigger figures that does come apart into the 5 individual bots. But
yeah, but it's not going to look anywhere as clean and as...
no.
This looks more like a giant knight, and that's what they're going, I'm guessing.
And it's the same sort of issue what Age of Extinction had, sort of more humanoid bots.
Yeah.
A lot less car kibble, so you can't really have...
Yeah, oh yeah, toys, yeah.
Yeah,
like
the
Galvatron,
toys,
impossibility to be a toy. Yeah.
I reckon they've done the right job on it. The biggest problem with that Galvatron is that not enough paint on it. But
yeah, exactly. See this, I like
and
this.
that's probably... This hasn't got much paint on it either. Like, there's faded and battle damage.
Yeah.
Like, I like how it's all roughed up. It's not spanking new, but then a lot of the other parts are spanking new. Like,
but they don't. They want to go for more realistic vibes. So obviously, each of these animals have obviously had a bit of battle damage and stuff, and they obviously don't want it to be as bright as the original. So the original, like, you look at it and your eyes melt because of how bright it is. Like, not to that extent, but like they're not gonna go. They're obviously gonna go for very muted colors to make it more dark, because like they love making old fun childhood shows like extremely dark, and then this guy's gonna rip off one of the monsters' heads and like drink its blood out of its head or something. But
I think it's only PG, so they're not going to do.
Real? Are you sure? No, I'm pretty sure it's M.
Yeah.
Because Rita Repulsa, I saw there was a thing in the trailer where Rita Repulsa clearly says she's killed. And I'm not sure they're allowed to say kill in PG. I'm not 100% sure. But she says, I've killed rangers like you before.
Okay.
And she looks... And if it was a kiddie Power Rangers, she also looks very sexualized. She's very... she's not like her old big witch get up. She's very,
but so's Hermione, so we can't really.
So is what?
Hermione.
Oh, not in the.
I suppose those last ones got them too. So yeah.
Oh
maybe.
Yeah, but they were all M. Yeah, like the original one, she was just like the little nerdy thing. And
well, she was underage back then, so we can't comment on that.
No, like at the time, some of us, because we were near to her age and we looked up to her.
Well, you.
Yeah. No, well, basically, yeah. I loved Hermione. Even before she got super hot.
The only thing, closing on this, the only thing I want to see is it controlled by 6 joysticks that only point forwards and backwards?
Yeah, exactly. All in the chest cavity. Were they in the chest or in the head? I'm pretty sure.
In the head.
Really, the head. Okay, so this thing fits 5 humans comfortably in the head. So it would be absolutely stonking huge. But then you think huge whenever you think of the combination of a giant robot. Whenever the things.
Well, that'd have to be Jaeger size, really.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Maybe they drift.
Maybe bigger. Maybe even bigger.
Drift compatible?
Or they could even do the thing where they might even be piloting. What was that from? I think it was from a different like show or anime where they each individually pilot their limb that's created in the actual limb. So one might be in
Doesn't
the head.
Voltron do that?
That's Voltron, yeah. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, no, I think I really like this.
You feel sorry for the Black Ranger when the shield gets thrown aside and he's like, guys, pick me up.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm not necessarily sure. Well, maybe I don't know, speculation. But this thing, I think for a updated M, I'm guessing, because from what I've seen, it looks like it's going to be an M or a PG-13 in America.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry, PG-13. Yeah.
Oh, because PG-13 in America is M here. So
all right.
yeah, and then PG is PG. It's weird. Yeah, this is what I'd expect it to look like. Much more humanoid than the original, blocky guy, and just making it look more angular and dark, very, have it dark, like muted colors on these things, yeah. But I can say I hope they do actually, because like I've watched a couple of the episodes of the original series, and like they always just call them to the one place. They do 1 or 2 things maybe, and then they combine. So I'd kind of like to see these mechs do a little bit more than just come and say, hey, you know what's a good idea than 5 things standing around? We could all join together and create this one thing. and then after Rita makes her monster grow, and then kill it.
If they, I suppose he's got to grow, otherwise there's no point of having the Megazord,
Well,
is there?
yeah, of course, yeah. Rita Repulsa, I can bet you, if she's not going to say make my monster grow, she'll chant some weird gibberish. And then that's like, oh, okay, well you've got your giant thing, now let's bring out our giant thing.
Well, they got the movie to play with. They haven't just got a 22-minute episode to play with. So
yeah, exactly. So hopefully,
I can almost guarantee that some point near the middle they're going to lose their Zords or something. Something's going to happen because they can't bond as a team.
Oh, right.
Bond as a team with something.
Yeah. Oh,
because they're teenagers with attitudes.
Exactly. Have you seen the bloody look for little robot dude? I can't remember his name.
Alpha 5, no.
Alpha 5. Oh, it is hideous. It is disgusting. It doesn't look like a robot. It looks like a gloopy alien fetus thing. It is so bad. Okay,
not showing me.
No, I think you're gonna have to type in Power Rangers, because the original one was a robot with like a Stewie Griffin or like a disc head. This thing.
That.
Where? No, not at all. That would be awesome. No, That is not it. No, unfortunately. I will show you when we get to it. So get out of that. Where are you? There. That. Well, it's the one with the huge. No, keep going left. The other way. Yeah, that's him.
What?
You look at that. How gross is that? That is so weird. Hideous.
Yeah, I got no words for that.
It's an alien. It doesn't even look like a robot. Like, it looks like he has like Saturn or whatever.
Yeah, just how do you get
so odd?
How do you get that from that?
Exactly. He's just a robot dude with a. He's a unique looking robot dude, but I love that little look. And then you've got this little dumpy, bloody. His arms are the size of his whole body, you know, the size of his whole, the height of his whole body. And it's like, yeah.
All right, well, that's enough of Power Rangers.
Yeah.
We'll get a trailer in February.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
All right, I need to turn that back off. All right, well, while we're on to new movies, the last Rogue One trailer come out last week, I think it was, the final international trailer. Of course, as you're hearing this, it's already come out and blowing the box office away, and we've probably already seen it. But final thoughts, Mikey, before it comes out?
I am excited. It looks really promising. I hope Darth Vader is not played by Hayden Christensen and is brutal. Yeah, we see a really.
I just want to see him on the beach. Step off the shuttle
onto a beach.
Just like lift up a sandy boot and goes. Oh, it gets everywhere.
As he speaks, like sand comes out of the little triangle thing, just like. That's why he's got asthma. He just keeps on like swallowing sand particles.
And he wakes up from a nightmare.
Anyway, I hope he's really evil in this, because
he only walks on stormtroopers. They lay down in front of him and he has to walk on the backs to get to the ground.
I hope we see him do some cool stuff. It looks real promising. I know nothing of these characters. I'm not sure if we're supposed to. Are we supposed to know much about these characters?
That is going to be interesting, because really, unless they try and squeeze in another story from around the timeline, this is the only time we're going to see these characters.
Okay.
Unless they age them up 30 years for 40 years for episode 8 or 9. Like, this is a one-shot deal.
So that makes me think, do they all die? Do they stay on the Death Star and just like, well, at least... Oh, no, wait. No, so this is before we kill the Death Star. Maybe they get captured, or maybe they turn, or maybe that robot actually does kill them all because he seems very aggressive, whatever his name is. the big lanky C-3PO, who's very evil.
Yeah, whatever that is. A lot of saying that's an old battle droid that's been repurposed, so we'll see what that happens out of that. Yeah, because because we know they're trying to do a Han Solo and a Solo movie and
Han Solo. I like that Han Solo.
And
that's the name of the movie, Han Solo.
movie.
Solo.
And a Boba Fett movie. So maybe they could set those in this time period as well and reuse characters. But
so then it's another trilogy. Whee!
Yeah,
I don't know, like splicing between them, maybe.
Yeah, like the only outcome. Same as this, the only outcome we know for certain is that plans get out. The only outcome from a Han Solo movie is he lives at the end. So
unlike spoilers alert. No, everyone's seen that movie.
And the same with the Boba Fett one. Like,
Boba Fett. Yeah, so it's just like, you know he's not going to die in this unless there's some magic plot hole, like maybe another bloody clone trooper takes up his position or something. I don't know. That hasn't even started filming yet, I don't think. So they're only starting to work on Han Solo, and they've pretty much done.
Well, it'd only be production because they'd be in full swing for episode 8. So
8, yeah.
And then Solo's next year.
Because anyway, yeah.
I'd imagine half the production would just be the CGI factory going to work.
Oh yeah, exactly.
All the space stuff, but
yeah. Do you reckon we'll get any? No, we couldn't get any cameos in this one because they're all old now. We could get Chewbacca.
Well, that's the thing. Someone's saying, "Well, what are we going to see at the end?" Well, we've got to see the plans get to Princess Leia, but I don't think we can unless. But they've worked wonders on doing the age reduction CG, like
Heath Ledger. You know, he was in been talking about The Dark Knight. Most of those scenes, or some of those scenes, wasn't him. It was a lookalike doing it because he had overdosed before the filming was completed. I think.
But like whatever Douglas it is in Ant-Man, how they de-aged him at the start of it. We've come a long way since Tron Legacy, so.
Oh yeah. Also, what about in Civil War when they de-aged?
Yeah, Tony Stark. Yeah.
Tony Stark. Yeah, because that was convincing.
And it's Disney. I'm sure that was all ILM. So.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. They've got the connections. So, we might get a
the voice would be off. They might have to reuse some dialogue from
modulators, you know, all those type of things like vocoders. I'm sure they could work something out. You know, Disney's a multi-trillion-dollar thing, so I'm sure they've got enough resources and all that, isn't it? But I'm definitely looking forward to it. Going into the midnight. See, I'm going to the midnight screening of this, but I have a 10:15 basketball game before, and then that finishes at about. We'd get out of there at 11, and then the cinema's about 20 minutes away. So at the most, we'd get to the lines because this is Reading Cinema because no assigned seats. Yeah. So then we get to the lines at about 11:30. Even though we've got our tickets and stuff, but yeah, so that's going to be very interesting. And I mean, if we get there at 12, we're not going to worry because at The Force Awakens 12 o'clock, there was about 45 minutes of ads and trailers. Whereas, whereas there's only usually about 20 to 25. There was literally 45 minutes.
It depends how soon before the start you get in there though, because if it's got a midnight start. Well, the trailers normally start at 5:02, 10:02. And that's normally just the radio or the local car ads.
Yeah, the radio, those things. But
that play 15 times in a row.
The Force Awakens was absolutely ridiculous. Like, it felt like an hour we've been there. I'm just like, when the hell does this start? But at least we'll get to see the last night trailer on the big screen.
That'll be interesting. Interesting to see if it is on there.
It will be. Because it's already on YouTube ads. I've come across it on a YouTube ad for a completely unrelated Transformers. It wasn't on a Transformers video. I'm just sitting there. I hear that new music from whatever that person is, and I just start to watch. I'm just like, this is just the full last night trailer. So I can bet you it's going to be there. Michael Bay wanted it to air at the Rogue One release, but then because everyone else, like the Mummy and that stuff, started bringing it out before, he's just like, nah, okay, I'll bring it out before.
Well, it's more than just a teaser too. It's more than just a 30-second trailer.
See, compared to the one, like I shared this one that was very disappointing with 30 seconds. It was just utter crap, and I thought it was the real one because it seemed like something they would do. But then he comes out with this 2.5-minute thing. We've got so many more robots in it that I could have imagined would have been in it, even if it's just some exploding in the background. But we get to see like a big talking point where we'll get to that in the show. But with
that little one you posted, I just couldn't believe that 30-second one went up when 5 hours earlier there was there was a behind the scene that we're finished filming.
Exactly.
And
the IMAX
they all had like a minute and a half of footage, and here's this 30-second teaser. Going, well, why release that when you just
stuff in there? It had all
not even
stuff.
half it. Yeah. Well, all the other stuff had the cars racing through town and everything else. So that's what got me. And it was only when I can't remember who it was now. It actually said it's a fake. It's or something else. I'm going, wait a minute, because I hadn't seen anything else on my news feed about it.
Yeah, exactly. And the point where I was just like, maybe this was when TFW and Cybertron hadn't shared it yet.
And that's the first thing I done. I went to TFW, Cybertron, TF Radio, and then Twitter, and it was nowhere. And that's what I thought. Okay,
something's going on here.
Yeah, but reaction to that that trailer did leave me disappointed in the fandom.
What do you mean? Oh, we'll figure that out.
Just the overreactions to it. Just people are still expecting
good reactions or bad reactions.
Bad. People are still expecting something out of this that they're obviously never going to get. So I don't know why they keep.
I personally
going out.
Like a little spoiler for the show. I personally think this is one of the best teaser trailers we've had for the Transformers movies, and it actually has got me hyped. Age of Extinction didn't really. Dark of the Moon, that was the one where it was just looking down on Sentinel. Revenge of the Fallen did, but that was only because that was the second one. After the first one, we expected so much, and then we got, that. And the first one was clever because that was just the shadow destroying
on Mars.
On Mars, destroying the thing. Yeah. But I think this is the best teaser trailer, and we will go into why in the episode.
Which you would have already heard. 88.
Exactly. Yep. 88. That one.
88, 89.
89 even better. We've got another thing.
88.
88. Okay. Yeah. Going back in time now.
Yeah. So I suppose before we're just about done. John's just about on here. 2016 movies you've seen. What do you reckon? Some of the better ones you've seen, or what ones have you liked? What ones have you liked for the year? Doesn't have to be critically acclaimed. Whatever. It can be Jupiter Ascending if you want.
Fair enough. Okay. My honest to goodness, one of my favorites this year is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. Really enjoyed that, and I am so gutted that we're not getting any more movies, at least from these producers.
They just need to go and film in China or something. Just
I mean, maybe even an animated. Well, no. Okay, so if you want to sell like what do you call it? Live action's the way to go. If you animated, some people will just be like, it's a kids movie, even though it might be M or R. It's like, but like with live action, they'll see, they'll get something good out of it. Especially if Faye's involved, you're gonna get some boobs, and some weird,
teenage shots.
Yeah, and some weird factoids about how to be legally a pedophile or something. Age of Extinction, whatever. Looking beyond those, like the explosions you see with Faye are always amazing. Gotta give him credit for that. He's really good at, blowing shit up.
He didn't have anything to... His production company... Okay.
Yeah, no, there wasn't any explosions in that one. Yeah, he didn't direct this one. No.
He didn't have anything to do with it. It's all right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I just... All the characters, like I got on Blu-ray, watched that, then watched the original like 2 nights later, and just it's a lot lighter in color. The color palette's a lot lighter.
It's
The turtles seem sort of lighter, brighter, not as detailed or something. There's something going on there with the turtles.
Funnily enough, because the first one was M and the second one was PG. So even though they've dumped it back, like Bay was, it's not Bay, okay? Whoever the director was, because Bay was there, but he wasn't the director. Like everyone's just like, oh, Bay ruined Turtles, and it's like, well, no, he wasn't. He didn't have that much input in it, really.
Steven Spielberg has been executive producer on all these films, and no one's blaming him for them. So
no, exactly, yeah, because anyway. The first one they were going for like this darker thing, and making them more rough and gruff and less humor and all that. But then the second one, they lightened it up, I guess. Made everything a bit more colorful.
But even all the characters,
and the characters are
Rocksteady
great.
and Bebop had backstory. Like you knew who they were, what they were about.
Yeah, and for his part, Baxter played well. He didn't turn into a mutant fly thing, but that was what I was going to hope to see in the next movie. But we're not going to see it.
It was perfect setup for him. Like he's discovering the mutagen.
It was a fun movie. It's enjoyable. I can happily watch it. Like this isn't one just like, oh, okay, I'm going to sit through this because I have to because I'm a fan. This is one that I enjoy. Yeah. Casey's not the best. He was played by the guy that plays Arrow. I think he does a good job as Arrow. I kind of wanted someone more chilled and had hair like Casey.
Well, yeah, but that comes down to writing too. Like
true.
Funnily enough, Arrow season 4 has just come on Netflix here, which I've been watching the last couple of days. But
I've been up to date on that. Totally watching it. Totally watching it.
And again,
legitimately.
The Flash comes in and Flash out. I'm going, it's the second episode I've seen you in. Yeah, I hear great things about this marvelous Flash series that's over there, but haven't watched it. So,
it's not bad.
But
quite good.
But like the original Casey, just in the 90s movie, just had so much. His writing was so well, just the back and forth between him and Donatello on the farm, and him and Raph and everything else.
Like him and Raph would do well. I wish we saw that in this movie. But that's like the only character that I didn't think did it well enough. Like Megan is.
I had no issue with her in it.
No, as April.
I reckon she's cut back on the plastic surgery too.
Yeah, but they did have that big slutty scene, that one where she, she was going undercover and she did the whole thing, and they made sure they had that in there. But they had to have that, so they have that in the trailer, so then it attracts all the males to see it, which is fair enough. So at least she did that once and got it over with. She's not the best actress either, but I love it. It was good. Shredder looked awesome for all 5 minutes we saw him, and Krang was amazing. Krang was so much better than I thought they'd do.
Oh, his mech suit, they knocked that out of the park.
Oh yeah, and
interchangeable arms and all that.
Yeah, that was amazing. So toy potential, amazing. But that's probably my favorite. That not everyone would agree with, but like the one that probably most people will agree with, I'm going to say Deadpool.
I cannot speak enough of Deadpool. Everyone said it, so I'm not going to...
it's a good movie. Yeah, they did it right. They did it right.
Yeah, it's probably one of the most I've rewatched this year.
That's another one.
I brought the soundtrack.
Yeah. What a soundtrack as well. And I also did like Suicide Squad, even though that movie's got a great soundtrack.
I have not seen it yet.
Yeah. Okay. So it's the trailers make it look so much better than it is. But
after another poorly received movie this year that I've actually seen and liked a lot more, I'm not listening to anyone's opinion on Suicide Squad. Exactly.
So I know people who. Do you know the YouTuber I Hate Everything?
No.
Doesn't matter. But he's super critical of the shittest movies on, you see the rip-offs of Kung Fu Panda, and he reviews those and says how bad they are. He rates this movie as bad as some of those, and whereas I don't, I see it as, even though it's I think it's a lighthearted, fun take on this movie that I'd never would I ever think we'd see a Suicide Squad movie, like just bringing all those characters together.
It sounds like he needs to review one or two of his videos.
Yeah, exactly.
He can talk shit. He can talk shit about himself. But that movie I was talking about, of course, was Ghostbusters. I
haven't seen it. I've been told it's better than, like, everyone hated on it when it came out because it's like, oh, they've gotten rid of the old Ghostbusters and they've brought in
the old Ghostbusters cast were horrible. Bill Murray he needs to die. I'm sick of him turning up in these movies, just Bill Murray and his shit all over the place. I like. It's the one reason. It's the one reason I don't watch the originals. I just can't stand. And that's, comedy is subjective. I didn't have much to laugh about in the new one, so I looked at it more as a sci-fi horror movie, and it was quite serviceable. Okay. There were a couple of jokes. Chris Hemsworth was quite funny in my opinion. A lot of people do not share that opinion. That is fine. But
I need to see that. I've been meaning to see it, but I'll probably watch it in the next couple of days.
Seen Resurgence. Big fan of the original. It's come Independence Day.
I haven't seen it.
It's come too late. I didn't mind. I'll get it on DVD or Blu-ray.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. John, welcome.
Did we just... I was about to say it came out of nowhere. Shit.
We just had John.
Yeah, I've been listening.
Stalking us in the shadows.
Yeah. Resurgence.
What are you saying this year, John?
It was just a repeat though. Like.
Yeah. Apocalypse.
I liked it. Wasn't the best. It was good.
I didn't mind it.
They
all have the same issues.
The in-joke, or whatever you call it, they're just like, they were rating the Star Wars movies, and then you're just like, the third one in the series is always the worst. And so they kind of brought that on themselves. But they did that, obviously, like they intended to do that. But no, I like that trilogy. I do like that X-Men trilogy quite a bit.
Yeah, I like the Apocalypse movie. It's just that Apocalypse was just like...
Oh, horrible.
Like, they just needed to make him more manly. Like, he was too feminine.
Where was his gun arm?
Apocalypse doesn't have a gun arm.
Doesn't he?
No.
I've seen pictures of the original. It looks like he has a big, huge gun arm.
Is that the big purple guy? Yeah, okay.
Originally, it looks like that.
Yeah, I know. But sometimes he had this, like, instead of an arm, he had, like, a huge gun.
Michael Bay, you've destroyed him. Look at those lips. John's put it down.
That's the original.
No, that's the original.
Look at it.
That's the original. That's what I'm saying. That's what he should look like. Like, that's just, but this is a Build-A-Figure, so he's his chest.
Where's the rest?
No, he's a Build-A-Figure. He's, like, really hard to get. We've got a complete one, but...
Okay. All right, any other movies you've seen this year that sort of notable?
I don't know.
I'll throw Angry Birds in there. I quite like that.
Oh God, Brad.
The animation was great.
It was a good movie. I can't remember. Deepwater Horizon. I really liked that. That was really good.
I did not see that, but that was one I was going to try and get to cinema to see.
Yeah,
What about that Chappie movie? Did you see that?
Is that this year?
No.
Was that this year? That's what I was trying to think. Was it this year or last year?
No, it wasn't this year. No. I don't think it was.
That was like March last year, wasn't it?
That's what I thought.
I wasn't sure.
But Deepwater
it must
Horizon.
Have been last year that I saw it.
Yeah, it was the one where they... It was the one where they survived the biggest oil rig tragedy in American history. And it was just really...
Lucky Mark for the rescue.
Yeah, well... it was very interesting. And funnily enough, you got Mark Wahlberg and Steven Spielberg was doing the music, so maybe there's more Transformers ties in there than you think. So
possibly.
No, there is, because they're both in there.
Oh.
But yeah, no, it was a solid movie, and I really, really did like, for a serious movie, like not an action, not like a comic book movie, for a serious movie. That was probably my favorite I've seen this year.
Yep.
What about that Interstellar? Was that this year?
No.
Oh, fuck off.
Revenge of the Fallen.
Can't we
Yeah,
have
yeah. What about Transformers? You know that
Speed-
the
Speed
the
3.
animated one.
the 1986 one?
Yeah, with Unicron. That was
Speed
this.
3.
Can't we have an Interstellar 5? Is it 5? 5? Or is it different? I can't remember.
Huh?
The Daft Punk movie. Interstellar. Oh, I can't remember.
Oblivion.
No. Interstellar.
Oh, Daft Punk movie.
Yeah. It was a movie of basically comprising all of their video clips into one movie, but they were all like anime.
Oh,
They were all anime.
like
No. So
Moonraker.
it was an animated movie, but
Moonraker, Moonwalker. I mean,
oh, I don't know.
Michael Jackson done that.
There was a good movie that I saw, but I can't remember the name, and it had Will Ferrell in it, and he's a character in a novel, like someone's writing a novel, and he's the character.
Sausage Party. Sausage Party, good movie.
Party, but
Yes.
he
Sausage
keeps
Party
hearing
is a
this
good
chick
movie.
like narrate his life.
That's
like he
Stranger
keeps
Than
hearing-
Fiction. That was ages ago, John.
Dude,
Which one?
John.
Stranger
What?
Than Fiction.
Oh, fuck off!
That was like 2013,
Oh,
12.
he's all fuck, man.
There was this movie. It's about a gladiator. I think it's
That
called.
was between.
I thought I think
I'm
it's
too
called
busy.
Gladiator.
I'm too busy, like,
That was
It had
between.
life
Russell
instead of
Crowe in
watching
it.
movies, you know?
That was between both Anchormans.
But yeah, Sausage
Yeah,
Party
Sausage Party.
was the funniest movie I've seen this year, and will probably be the funniest movie I see for a while, because
I was just sitting there in the first 2 minutes of the opening credits, just thinking, how many parents are dragging their kids out of the cinema at the moment because they
Right
did not
now,
know this
yeah.
was M or R, whatever it is, R.
What about that really good one, you know, Schindler's List? that came out this year, surely.
Also Shawshank Redemption. No, 12.
Oh, that's a great movie.
12 Angry. Yeah, that's an amazing movie. 12 Angry Men. There you go.
I watch that movie every year.
Yeah.
Shawshank Redemption, not that. No,
Yeah,
not
no,
that
not
one.
12 Angry
Not that
Men,
one. Yeah.
No, Shawshank is a phenomenal movie. Yeah, like there's hardly anything wrong with that movie. Anyway, I think it's time that we.
Yeah.
This
We're going
turned
to
from
sign
a
off.
15-minute show into about almost an hour show. So there you go.
45.
Nice little filler.
All right. Thank you, Mikey. Thank you, John, for turning up in the end there to take us on a walk back over some movies from the past few years.
As well as that, yeah.
They were all recent releases.
Gold Coast isn't that far behind for DVD distribution, is it?
Godfather, that was a good one.
Clearly, just I live in a different time zone from everyone else.
That Godfather movie. What a movie.
Rightio. Thank you,
didn't think that
guys. Off the Shelf will be back next week for our first episode of 2017. So until then, I've been Brad.
Oh, I've been Mikey, and this is Off the Rails, by the way.
Yep. Oh, yeah, no, I just said the old show's coming back. John,
Oh, yeah, right.
good night.
Good night.
From the
Don't hang up.
1950s.
Yeah, from the 1950s.